This is so exciting to be back. This concert series is smoking. I mean, we've had some of the greatest entertainment, and it continues tonight. Continues tonight with a lady that was born all the way in Copenhagen and has found her way to New Orleans. Miss Mikhala Iversen, that she goes by the name of Jazz Muffin, was born in Copenhagen, and her mother was a jazz singer, and her father was from Denmark. And I don't know if you know the story, but I'll tell you just a little bit about it. Their house became kind of a hub for touring acts, jazz musicians in the golden era of jazz. This is like the 50s and the 60s coming through. Her mother loved to cook. So where do you think all the musicians ended up? At her house. So as a child, she was surrounded by people like Teddy Wilson, Dexter Gordon, oh my God, Josephine Baker. I mean, an unbelievable list of artists that would come through, even Louis Armstrong. They would stop by and their mother would feed them and they would play music and hang out, and she thought they were her aunties and uncles. Can you imagine being in the center of this jazz scene right in her own home? Well, eventually, she made her way to New Orleans. She made New Orleans her home 11 years ago, and she's been here ever since. She started her own tour company, does a wonderful tour company, and she is going to perform tonight a tribute to Billie Holiday. One of her favorite singers, one of her very favorite singers, Billie Holiday, and I'm sure she'll tell you some of her stories and history along the way. So are you ready? Are you ready for Mikhala, Jazz Muffin, Iversen? Here comes her band. Welcome, y'all. Have a great show.
Test. So, yes, Mikhala will be out here very shortly with her tribute to Billie Holiday. But we're going to begin with a song made famous by one of her cohorts, Lester Young. Lester Young was born in 1909 and died in 1959. You have to remember, in that period of time, it was very different than it is today. It was not a world of diets, and it was a life of hardship, especially for jazz musicians, and which is why both Billie Holiday and Lester Young left us way too early. But this is a song made famous by Lester Young. It's entitled "Lester Leaps In," and playing the role of Lester tonight is an amazing musician, Marty Peters on the saxophone. Also on the drums is Jack Jones. And making his appearance in front of his largest audience ever, Jake Noble on the bass. My name's Larry Siebert. We'll play this one and then we'll bring out Mikhala. You know, that music from that era is iconic. It is a nomenclature, let's call it, or an idiom that will never disappear. And it's the groundwork for all of the contemporary music that I and all the jazz greats of today have stemmed from. So, Billie Holiday, what can you say? In fact, you know what? I think I'll let Mikhala tell you about Billie Holiday. So, please, warm welcome, Mikhala Iversen.
How y'all doing? There's a lot of people here. Everybody wanted to get out before that freeze comes, huh? I know that's right. What's this? My name is Mikhala. I love Billie Holiday. And Billie Holiday loved Lester Young. And that's what we're gonna do. Do some of these sweet old songs from early in her days, before you all know what happened. So this was the light part, the healthy part, the fun, and you know, that part. Also what we've done is try to keep the form as it used to be when people were dancing and talking and drinking while listening to jazz. But now we're so used to everything being focused on the entertainer. So you're gonna have to sink into the music, because I won't be singing all the time. Sugar, I never maybe my sugar. That sugar baby of mine, he's special ration, funny. He never asks for my money. All that I give him is honey that he can spend any time. I'd make 1,000,000 trips to his lips if I were a bee, because he's sweeter than chocolate candy to me. He's confectionery sugar. I'd never cheat on my sugar, 'cause I'm too sweet on my sugar. That sugar baby of mine. Sugar, I call my baby my sugar. I never maybe my sugar. That sugar baby of mine, he's special ration, funny. He never asks for my money. All that I give him is honey that he can spend any time. I'd make 1,000,000 trips to his lips if I were free, because he's sweeter sugar, 'cause I'm too sweet on my sugar, that sugar baby of mine. Yeah. Thank you, Marty Peters. And I also want to share a little bit about Billie. Billie Holiday was born in 1915. Her mother was 13 years old when she had her. Did you know that? I see. Somebody knows. Her dad was 15. And it was rough. And the mother, who was 13, 14, 15, a teenager, moved to New York with Billie. And Billie only knew that there was 2 jobs for black women back then. One was cleaning, and the other one was, well, you know. Okay, we're all adults here, right? That was service. That's going to be the nice word for it. And she didn't want to do either, or either. She didn't want to clean, and she didn't want to lay down. So she auditioned at a vaudeville as a dancer, but she couldn't dance. And she was so disappointed, and the director said, "You can't dance, can you sing? We need a singer." And she was like, and she sang. And that was the beginning of her career. Sometimes we just don't know. Nice work if you can get it.
At midnight, 'neath that starry sky. Nice work if you can get it, and you can get it if you try. Strolling with that one guy, sigh and sigh after sigh. Nice work if you can get it, and you can get it if you try. Just imagine someone waiting at the cottage door, where 2 hearts become one, who could ask for anything more. Loving one who loves you, and then taking that vow. Nice work if you can get it, and if you get it, won't you tell me how? Seabird, holding hands at midnight, 'neath that starry sky. Nice work if you can get it, and you can get it if you try. Strolling with that one guy, sigh and sigh after sigh. Nice work if you can get it, and you can get it if you try. Just imagine someone waiting at the cottage door, where 2 hearts become one, who could ask for anything more. Loving one who loves you, and then taking that vow. Nice work if you can get it, and if you get it, won't you tell me? Please come tell me. Won't you tell me how? Thank you. Mr. Larry Siebert, musical director and my maestro, Lawrence of Arabia. Named after Lawrence of Arabia. Next song, I was invited to perform in New Orleans 16 years ago for a Women of Color networking event around 4th of July. And I came back every year, and then 14 years ago, I decided to stay. And one of the reasons I decided to stay was because I saw something that I hadn't seen before. There were some very special eyes down on Frenchman Street. They were blue and green and brown and yellow. They were beautiful. And I hadn't seen eyes like that. So this next song reminds me of all those eyes. And Billie Holiday gave us them there eyes. Them there eyes, 'cause you have a certain little cute way of flirting with them there eyes. They make me feel so happy, they make me feel so blue. Falling, not stalling, in a great big way for you. You started something, my heart is jumping. Them there eyes, you better beware. If your wise, big brown eyes, they sparkle, they bubble, they're gonna get you in a whole lot of trouble. Baby, them their eyes. Jumping, them their eyes. You better beware if your wise big brown eyes sparkle, bubble, they're gonna get you in a whole lot of trouble. I'm looking for the boy with the wishful eyes. I fell in love with them their eyes. Thank you very much. Billie Holiday wrote one song, as far as I know. And she wrote it at a time where her life had become difficult. She was using. She was also paying for everybody because she was making money and burning money. And one day she called her mama for some money, for some of her own money. And her mama said no, because she knew where the money was going. So
Billie did what good artists do. They turn poison into medicine, and they write a brilliant song.
Them that's God shall get, them that's not shall lose. So the Bible say, and it still is news. Mama may have, and Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own. So the rich gets more, while the weak ones fade. Empty pockets don't ever make the grade. Mama may have, and Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own. Money, you've got lots of friends hanging round your door, but when you're gone and the spending ends, they won't come no more. Rich relations gives crust of bread and such. You can help yourself, but don't take too much. Mama may have, and Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own, that got her own. Rich relations gives crust of bread and such. You can help yourself, but don't take too much. And Mama may have, and Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own. She just don't worry about nothing. 'cause she's got her own. Thank you. You know, I was telling the cats, you know we call them cats in jazz, right? They got the dogs in hip-hop. I think it might be easier with the dogs, I'm not sure, but herding cats is real. So I told them, you know, because behind me here we have young blood. Noble, Jason Noble. And he said, I'm nervous, I've never been in here. This is the biggest show I've ever been in. He's one of Larry's proteges. And I said, don't be nervous, be excited. Convert that energy. And it's always good, you know, you teach what you most need to learn. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not excited, I'm actually nervous. Billie Holiday, Lester Young, that whole era was a lot of hidden messages in plain sight about resistance, resilience, and brilliance. See, before 1965, it was a bit of a challenge for black people to decide exactly what they wanted to do, where they wanted to go, and when they wanted to do it. So this is one of the songs of resistance in a very subtle, beautiful way. It's called Getting Some Fun Out of Life. Little Christmas. When we want to love, we love. When we want to kiss, we kiss. With a little petting, we're getting some fun out of life. When we want to work, we work. When we want to play, we play. You can do your betting, we're getting some fun out of life. Maybe we do the right thing, maybe we do the wrong, spending each day just wending our way along. But when we want to sing, we sing, and when we want to dance, we dance. You can do your betting, we're getting some fun out of life. Some fun out of life. When we want to work, we work. And when we play. You can do your best and we're getting some fun out of life. Maybe we do the right thing, maybe we do the wrong, spending each day just wending our way along. But when we want to sing, we sing. When we want to dance, we dance. You can do your best and we're getting some fun out of life. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is a real concert. I can't even say cheers to anybody. I got my coconut water up here. All right, are we ready? This is a song that made Billie famous. It's a song that got her killed. It's a song that was banned and illegal, later to be called the song of the century. Billie didn't write this. A lot of people think she did. She didn't. She came home from touring the Chitlin Circuit. That would be right around here. And she came back up to New York and she was so sad and devastated and in shock. She was born in Baltimore, New York. She wasn't used to this. And she had seen some things and she went home and told her friends. And one of her friends was a young Jewish boy. And he could relate. And he wrote this song for Billie. And I'm going to give it a shot. Strange Fruit. Southern trees bear a strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the poplar tree. Pastoral scenes of the gallant South, the bulging eyes and the twisted mouth, scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh, then the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here is a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun was strange and bitter.
Thank you.
Okay, I got that out.
Can I sing a blues? Something a little lighter. You know, music is the ultimate healer, right? We can change frequencies and moods and heart openings and closings. And can I tell you about this man of mine? I.
Got a man that's more than 8 foot tall, 4 foot shoulder, and that ain't all. King size papa, he's my king size papa. I take the door off the handle when my baby comes to call. There's such a lot of him, the way he grew, enough to last him 2092. King size papa, he's my king size papa. He's a real super daddy and he knows just what to do. Yeah. No one can thrill me like my baby can. He's such an extraordinary man. King size papa, he's my king size papa. Never was nothing like him since the day the world began. Check this out. They built the Hoover Dam, Empire State, and then they made my man, and is he great? King size papa, come on, king size papa. He's a real super daddy and he knows just what to do. Come on, gentlemen. There's not a thing I lack. When he loves me, he holds nothing back. He's my king size papa. He's my king size papa. Never was nothing like him since the day the world began. Check this out. He got big strong arms to hold me tight, and he squeezes me with all his might. He's my king size papa. King size papa. He's my one big moment and I keep him right inside. Woo!
Thank you very much. Thank you. How are we doing? Time? Are we good? We good? We good? Because I refuse to take my phone on stage. And I keep forgetting that little clip, you know, with the, you got 10 minutes left. We're always cutting songs. Standing in front of cats like this, amazing. Can we just give him a hand? Mr. Larry Siebert. Youngblood, Jason Noble. Jake Jones. This is our first gig. And this gentleman next to me, he has the best branded band in the city. Have you all heard about Marty Peters and the Party Meters? That's him! It takes a lot of discipline and focus for cats to support and stand behind a singer, and they have a lot of energy, and I think I'm going to let them have one without me. Is that okay? Can we do that? All right. Have at it.
Keep it up. This is another song from Lester Young's repertoire. It's called Jeepers Creepers. Jack Jones, Jake Noble. My name's Larry Siebert. First, I want to thank you all for being here and being a listening audience. There's not enough listening going on in the world right now. We all have the internet with a lot of truths and a lot of opinions and a lot of nonsense, but it's great that you're here, and music is so far beyond that nonsense that we are subjected to every day. So we believe in music, and we know from your listening that you do as well. So thank you very much. And once again, bring back to the stage Miss Mikhala Iversen.
Shouldn't be walking up in silence, right? That was cute. What do you need? I need you to play something. But you know what? Actually, I skipped one. Did you notice? No, I didn't notice. The handwritten one. That one. We're going to do that one. The one I skipped because I had forgotten it, and then I put it in handwriting, and then I skipped it again. But we have a lot of time. I know that those of you who love Billie Holiday, you know this one. It's a love song. One of my aunties, I grew up with all these singers. One of them was Miss Vera Love. She lived in Switzerland. And she had photographic memory, and she could remember everything that everybody said and did, and she met everybody. So, as the griot says, when a storyteller dies, it's like burning down a whole library, and that was one of the bigger ones. But she told me one thing, especially when I started diving into Billie Holiday. She said, be mindful of the songs you pick, because they are very strong manifestations. And my father said the same. He said, stay away from the heavy torch songs. And that's easy, and he's probably listening or looking. He's in Copenhagen, Denmark. I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. Henrik Iversen, my dad. He was the head of the Ben Webster Foundation, and he recorded and protected so many musicians that the Duke Ellington estate actually sent their entire estate to Denmark, flew it over to make sure it would be safe. My dad said, I better take a taxi. And then containers upon containers of music came out of this plane. And he's still a DJ on something called Radio Jazz Denmark.dk. He DJs every week. He's 86. And his specialty is Duke Ellington. And he's never played the same song twice. And he's at episode number 189. That's for Duke Ellington, right? We gotta keep these legends alive. The man I love.
Someday you'll come along, the man I love, and he'll be big and strong, the man I love. And when he comes my way, I'll do my best to make him stay. He'll look at me and smile, I'll understand. And in a little while, he'll take it seems absurd. I know we both won't say a word. Maybe I will meet him Sunday, maybe Monday, maybe not. Still, I'm sure to meet him someday, maybe Tuesday will be day. We'll build a little home just meant for two, from which I'd never roam. Who would you? And as of else above, I'm waiting for the man I love. Maybe I will meet him Sunday, maybe Monday, maybe not. Still, I'm sure to meet him someday, maybe Tuesday will be my good news day. We'll build a little home just meant for two, from which I'd never roam. Who would you? And as of else above, I'm waiting for the man I love. Thank you. One of my uncles, like for real uncles, you know, like black family uncles, right, was Ben Webster. Y'all know who Ben Webster is? Ben Webster gave me a nickname. He called me Little Big Mouth. And I don't know, maybe he had a sense. Well, he had a sense. He was Cherokee, Native American. I'm Blackfoot, Viking, and Dahomey. By the way, big warrior tribes, all up in here. I'm very civilized. But Ben told me something that I'll never forget, and he actually died when I was pretty young. And he said, "Little Big Mouth, no matter what they say, we only have 3 tempos. We have slow and medium and slow." And I have to say that Marty reminds me a lot of Uncle Ben. Your sound, you know, it's my familiar. It is.
This next song was written by Teddy Wilson. Teddy Wilson was Billie Holiday's main man, pianist. And not to throw Teddy under the bus, and he was also all the ways there in Copenhagen at my parents' house. But he called Billie Holiday a cabaret singer. They actually had a consensus that Billie Holiday wasn't a jazz singer. How many in here think that Billie Holiday was one of the greatest jazz singers there were, right? So Billie, Ella, and Nancy and Sarah, but she believed it too. Have you ever heard Billie Holiday scat? Yada da da dee dee dee. That's how much she scats in one song. Now they call it swing. So Billie Holiday believed that she wasn't a jazz singer either. And what I could take out of that is that even the people closest to you, in pure good intention, that are telling you who you are or what you are, might not always be accurate. Okay, Teddy? Right. But he wrote this one, and this is cute. These and that and those. Disrespectful if I were neglectful of all that nature gave to you. These two hearts are bold, that's a hand to hold. These two arms have room to share, where we both can share these and that and those. Disrespectful if I were neglectful of all that nature gave to you. These two hearts are bold, that's a hand to hold. These two arms have room to spare, where we both I need to give a little extra shout out to Mr. Lawrence of Arabia Siebert over here. Because when you call Larry, he says his name is Lawrence. Right? And then we talked about Lawrence of Arabia, and what was the other movie? And then it was Pete O'Toole, right? One of the few movies with men only. One of the first few movies in the desert, men only. My dad loved that movie too. But I have to give Larry a little extra because he is really my musical director, and he made sure that all this music was organized. Very organized.
You know, I have a new favorite movie, and it's called Candy from 1968. Yeah. It's very funny, and it's a satire on the social transformations that were going on in the 60s. And it stars Marlon Brando, Richard Harris. It's a who's who. It's amazing. Amazing movie. I recommend it, and I hope you get as much of a belly laugh as I did as I was watching it in the middle of the night.
Thank you, Larry. It's always good. We got to share favorite movies. We do. Especially with this freeze coming up, you all might be like, what was the movie again? Because I know I'm not leaving my house Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I'm not. I'm ready. I bought stuff to put on there, never mind. But these houses are really not made for this cold. Cute, beautiful, amazing, storms hurt, but freeze? Nope. Or the plants. Yes. When we fall in love with everything, don't we? With the heart, with the body, with the mind. This song is called Me, Myself, and I. Me, myself, and I are all in love with you. We all think you're wonderful, we do. Me, myself, and I have just one point of view. We're convinced there's no one else like you. It can't be denied, dear. You brought the sun to me. We'd be satisfied, dear, if you belong to one of us. So if you pass us by, 3 hearts will break in 2. 'Cause me, myself, and I are all in love with you.
no one else like you. It can't be denied, dear. You brought the sun to us. I'll be satisfied, dear, if you belong to one of us. So if you pass us by, 3 hearts will break in two. 'Cause me, myself, and I are all in love with you. You and all of you, yeah. Thank you. This next song is normally, might of you probably know it as a ballad. But we're gonna do it medium, because we got 3 tempos, right? That's it. Oh, you got it? It's about love too. What a difference a day make. 24 little hours brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain. My yesterday was blue, dear. Today I'm a part of you, dear. My lonely nights are through, dear. Since you said you were mine, oh what a difference a day made. There's a rainbow before me. Skies above can't be stormy, no. Not since that moment of bliss, that thrilling kiss. Heaven when you find romance on your menu. What a difference a day makes. And the difference is you. The sun and the flowers where there used to be rain. My yesterday was blue, dear. Today I'm a part of you, dear. My lonely nights are through, dear. Since you said you were mine, oh what a difference a day made. There's a rainbow before me. Skies above can't be stormy, no. Not since that moment of bliss, that thrilling kiss. You know it's heaven when you find romance on your menu. What a difference a day makes. And the difference is you. What a difference a day makes. And the difference is you, and definitely you. We have to start rehearsing medleys,
Because we have 5 songs left for 5 minutes. Could I order a medley, please, so that the last 5 songs, for our next shows, we're just gonna turn them into medleys. Okay, interesting. We did that for sound check. Right, but that's like doing it. We did it at the sound check. Oh, you weren't there? Oh, okay. Sorry. So what should we choose? We have Miss Seeley's Blues, Spreading Rhythm Around, The Very Thought of You, or Jack, You're Dead. Wait. The Very Thought of You? Right. Yeah. We're going to have to come back for the rest. All right. Well, I want to say thank you all so much for coming out. Really, truly. Thank you. This is a big thing for me and Jason. And Marty. Because this is his first time in here as well. Marty Peters and the Party Meters. When he said his name, I'm like, are you the one with the Party Meters? And I've never, okay, I already said that. I just think it's I thought Jazz Muffin was cool, but that. Oh, and the reason it's Jazz Muffin is because my album, I mix jazz and reggae. So I rearrange jazz songs. Now we're keeping it straight, but there's some different versions of some different things, and that's where the Jazz Muffin comes from. That's another show. The very thought of you and I forget to do those little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I'm living in a kind of daydream. I'm happy as a queen. How foolish, though it may seem to me, that's everything. The mere idea of you the longing here for you. You never know how slow the moments go till I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes in stars above. It's just the very thought of you, my love.
thought of you. And I forget to do those little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I see your face in every flower, your eyes and stars above. Just the very thought of you, the very thought of you, my love. I forget to do those little things. Larry Seabird, Jason Noble, Jack Johnson, Marty Peters, Mikhala Iversen. You can call me Jazz Muffin. This is for the gentlemen. This is our last song, and just a little piece of advice. Assurance than a great big hunk of lead. If you don't respond to romance, then Jack, you dead. When a chick is smiling at you, even though there's nothing said, if you stand there like a statue, then Jack, you dead. You've been always kicking, but you stomp your toes. When upsting kicks the bucket, just like old man Mose. When you get no kicks from loving and you blow your top instead, it's a fact then you ain't living. Guess what? 'Cause Jack, you dead. Thank you to the Jazz and Heritage Foundation. Thank you to Mr. Khalid. Thank you. Jason, thank you. Dewana, thank you. Madame, thank you for the beautiful presentation. Thank you. Thank you all for coming out. Stay warm and hydrated. Woo! Yeah, come on. Come on. What's the use of having muscle if your life hangs by a thread? 'Cause if you ain't got no red cup puzzles, then Jack, you dead. What's the use of having muscle if your life hangs by a thread? Gonna say it again. If you ain't got no red cup puzzles, then Jack, you dead. Bitch, you've been always kicking, but you stomp your toes. When you up, then kicks the bucket, just like old man Moose. And when you get no kicks from loving and the news begin to spread, all the cats will holler, then Jack, you dead. All the breakfast leaked out of you. If your friends gather around your bed, look at and say, don't he look natural? If that happens to you, Papa, then Jack, you dead.
Miss Mikhala Iversen.